Hey guys, what's up? Derby Dog here. Today, I'm going to be making a video on how this tent's done. It is done. Pretty much. I mean, I think it's got maybe another year left in it. It's not waterproof at all, but that's not the reason why I even bought this tent in the first place, really. But it's pretty much about to go out anyway. So, and then I'm going to also be talking about the start of the 2019 season and what's going on. So, well, let's first start off with this tent. So we're going to go from the back to the front. The back is the absolute worst. The back is pretty much totally disintegrated, and this may be mostly my fault. As you can see, I got a sharp metal roof sign here. And I put duct tape over the ends to hopefully prevent it from tearing anything. Well, that didn't work at all. So, yeah, that's pretty much my fault why this tore. I don't know why all this is torn over here. It must be from the rest of the cage and also that bumper down there. The edge of the bumper. This over here is torn because of that. And that is torn because of the edge of that the protector of the gas tank, and the whole entire top is pretty much done for. I mean, there's tears all up around here. You can see it. It's starting to tear all the way up around and all the way back. Once you can see it in the sunlight, you can see all the, like, it's tearing. You can see light under here. Look at the tears around there. And there's tears all along the sides, up around here. Like, everywhere where there's a beam, there's a tear, pretty much, at this point. It's getting so thin that I'm worried that if a real strong storm comes, that this tent's boned. I mean, look at this. I mean, I could stick my whole hand through there, and on this side, I can even do more. As you guys can see, the weather's starting to turn a little nasty out here, so I better get done with this pretty quick. This has been torn forever. This actually got ripped on a license plate, I think, or a bumper. I can't remember. And this whole entire front is pretty much tearing as well. You can see there's lines going down where it's thin. I could probably, if I pushed hard enough on this, I could probably put a hole in it, like that. I mean, it's just really is kind of a piece of junk. The Velcros have stopped working for at least like 2 years now. Velcro doesn't work to keep up the tent, so now I have to like duct tape it together. Like, you guys can see some duct tape here. Oh, sweet. Trying to get that duct tape off there, you know, it just casually rips off the tent. So, that's gone. See, I told you guys, this thing's, oh, I just put that hole too. Look at that. This thing is an absolute piece of junk, this tent. Do not buy a Harbor Freight tent. If I could get it a negative review, I would, because it only lasted for about a half a year-ish being waterproof. So if you're looking for a waterproof tent, this is not the one to look for. If you're looking for one to keep a car under and just say, hey, this car doesn't exist, this might be the tent for you. But it pretty much serves no other purpose. This tent is an absolute piece of garbage. The tarp that I put over it helped for about, I don't know, 3 weeks. Until the rips got so big on this tent. And also this tarp started going bad too. So, it's just a mess, guys. This tarp is just a mess. So, alright. Let's get on to the 2019 season. So, obviously you can see from outside there's no more snow on the ground. So, it's pretty much officially started the 2019 Demolition Derby season. And I don't have a derby car. The reason for this being is there's pretty much been no first-gen W bodies, which I'm looking for a first-gen W body, being sold on Craigslist that are under $1,000. Once it's over $1,000, there's pretty much no way, unless you really found a sucker for a seller to get it down below $500. And I'm not going to spend more than $400 on a derby car because it's just not worth it. I won't make my money back off of it unless I put into a big show and it wins. There's no real way to get your money back, so it's not worth taking that much of a risk. So yeah, no Luminas or first gen W bodies have been being sold, so that leads me to another question. Will there be a cheap Lumina or first gen sold? I'm really hoping on it. Really hoping on it. I'm pretty sure one will end up being sold, hopefully to me, for under, $800. Well, under $500 for me anyway. If it's listed for $800, you could probably get it down to, if you're lucky, and it's been on there for a while, $400 or $300. But that's for another time. That's just a whole bunch of dealing stuff. I got distracted again, of course. So basically, I can't get a car right now because there's none being sold that are cheap enough. If it really comes to it and it's like 2 weeks before the Derby starts, I'll just say screw it. I'm just gonna buy this, that, or that, which would be a Taurus, Camry, other W body, whatever. I'll get one of those. It doesn't really matter at that point. Just to get a Derby car, just to get some content out for you guys. That's my main goal, and I'd really like to drive in the Demolition Derby again. I had a lot of fun. So, well, that's pretty much been it. The Demolition Derby season has officially started. It won't officially start in this area. The first Demolition Derby, I think, happens, probably a month or two from now. And we start pretty late up here, and we end pretty early, actually, because of the way that the seasons are around here. I mean, it doesn't really start to warm up until March or April, and it starts to get cool and kind of like really cold by the end of September. So, and the snow might even start falling in September. So, it's kind of crazy, the weather up here. And yeah, that's pretty much the reason why the season isn't really started around here, but it started in other places, and I'd like to get a Derby car before it really starts. So, alright, well, see you guys in the next video. I know this one's been kind of boring, and I've been kind of at a loss of words at some point. It's just because I've been thinking so much about what to do about this situation. Do I go down south? Do I buy a Derby car? Whatever, but so that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.